Hello, my friends, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rosangel, and I love all things cooking, entertaining, good vibes, and having fun. So don't forget to subscribe. It is one of those Sunday resets for me. Cozy it is, my friends. I've been working around the yard. I've been doing a little painting and gardening and some stuff for future content. And one thing I truly enjoy about my backyard is taking outdoor showers, my friends. I love it. I am full of dirt, so I really don't want to take this in my bath. So I am going to take a nice shower out here, and then I'm going to bring you guys along to show you how to prepare these delicious cube steak with potatoes in a red sauce. So let's get cooking, my friends. I am super excited about my herb garden. If you know, I don't have a green thumb, but I've done so great with these. So I have here some fresh cilantro, some parsley, and green onions. I am super proud of myself. This is very easy. We got some red onions, garlic, potatoes, some black pepper, salt, some oregano, olive oil, and we're going to be using some tomato sauce and some white vinegar. This is so easy, my friends. And I also have, of course, my cube steak. I'm going to cut these in little pieces because I want this to cook quickly. I don't generally cook on Sundays, but you know what? Today my family is on for a treat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start cutting my cube steak. I'm going to do 4 pieces actually. You can actually do this, you can do strips. I'm just going to do 4 pieces each. And I think it's better this way because it cooks quicker as well. This is about ready, my friends. And you know what? You can leave the cube steak whole if you like. I really want to speed things up, so this is why I'm actually cutting mine into little square pieces. And this is going to cook for about 25 to 30 minutes. So easy. These are washed. I washed them with a little vinegar. I'm going to go ahead and just add some oil. I'm going to add the salt, the pepper, the cilantro, the parsley, the green onions, a little bit of vinegar and white vinegar. You will be amazed what flavors this white vinegar brings to this meat. I'm going to also be using some Sazón Goya. I know I did not show it previously, but yes, I forgot to display that. So I will be adding some Sazón Goya. If you don't like using Sazón Goya, you can go ahead and use any coloring if you like maybe some paprika. Okay. I'm gonna be adding, of course, some oregano as well. And I'm gonna marinate this and I'm gonna let this sit for a good 10-15 minutes. The longer you leave this marinating, the better the flavors, my friends. Now, my friends, with the cilantro, the key here is to break it into little pieces. You will be amazed at the flavors this cilantro can give to any of your dishes. I pretty much cook with cilantro, if you leave me, with pretty much everything, especially when I do any stews. Now, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my onions a little. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil, and I have my stove about a medium high heat. Okay, we don't want to burn the onions. If you've seen my videos, I always like to kind of pre-cook the onions and the garlics, whatever veggies I am going to be adding to any of my stews, because this will really bring the flavors out rather than just putting everything inside the pot when you're cooking these type of stews. Not that it's not gonna work, but I think it's just more flavorful when you do it this way. My onions are ready, and we're gonna go ahead and add the cube steaks. We're just gonna add everything in here. The only thing I'm gonna be adding that, of course, I did not mention, you are going to need a cup of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mix everything nicely with all these onions and the garlic and, oh my goodness, the cilantro and the green onions. This is just so flavorful, my friends. And not only that, if you were here in my kitchen, the smells, I had the girls, one of the girls actually come out and it's like, wow, Mom, what are you preparing for a dinner? My friends, this was so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and add my potatoes. As you can see, I cut my potatoes in little pieces because I want them to cook quickly as well. I'm only doing half a can of the tomato sauce and 1 cup of water, like I said earlier. And again, we're just gonna mix this nicely, my friends. And I'm gonna cover this, and I'm just going to let this do its own magic, my friends. Now it's been about 20 minutes. Now look how pretty this sauce actually looks. It's nice and thick. And of course the potato actually helps the sauce to thicken. Now this is the time to taste your sauce. So if you need to add a little bit of salt or pepper, or whatever you fancy, my friends, this is the time. I didn't have to add anything to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cook for another 10 minutes. Now, I want to share, my friends, with you a little bonus recipe, okay? This is by far one of my favorite salads, and it's so simple. It has avocado and it has tomatoes. My goodness, this is it, okay? A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little lemon or lime, and of course, some olive oil. Now, you can actually add a little bit of apple cider vinegar if you like. It is so delicious, my friends. I am not exaggerating. And I'm gonna be serving actually my steaks, my cube steak with little jasmine rice. You guys know that's our rice here at the house. And this delicious salad. So if you don't want to do rice, you can just have this avocado and tomato salad. So simple and delicious. I will put this in the refrigerator for a few minutes so all these flavors can marinate. Delicious, my friends. I sure hope you enjoy this little bonus recipe. Well, my friends, this is it. Now look how beautiful this cube steak in this red sauce and potatoes came out. Delicious. I sure hope, my friends, you tried this easy recipe. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you guys don't miss out on videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.